Another sad thing that came from it, right? Naughty Dog dropped the ball again. Where the fuck is Last of Us 2 multiplayer? Where is it? Why is it being slowed down to work on other meaningless projects that no one gives a damn about?
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, we have a new IP coming out." I'm like, "Bitch, I don't want that.
Exactly.
That's not what I want. I want my multiplayer for Last of Us."
Welcome to the One Up Podcast. I am your host, El Caballo, aka Tony. Here with my co-host and nearest and dearest in the building. Got my dog DJ Doey Fresh. Muted like always. He's on the mute game.
Telling you, he's got microphone challenges.
Mute gang.
Also in the building, the bald one, the great one, Pucho.
What's going on, my brother? Or should I say?
Ew, that's classic shit.
I had y'all all confused.
I was
just for
confused.
half a
I was
second.
like, yo, is this mic fucked up? Like, also, not in the building, but here in spirit, the Texas one without a gun, Mateo. Guys, I do have a problem here. I did watch the PlayStation Showcase, and I don't know how to feel about this Metal Gear remake. The 1, the 2, the 3 to the 4. Because, well, they're not doing a remake of the 1, 2, and 3, but they're releasing it, supposedly. Are you guys excited for that? Playing Metal Gear 4 again?
I don't think 4 is coming out.
It is a remake.
No.
3.
Oh, it's 3? Are you sure? Isn't the one with the bandana? Hold on, no, get me right. Isn't the one with the bandana 4?
Every Metal Gear game has a bandana, Tony.
No, this one I
It
know
is the
specifically.
staple of Snake's characters.
No,
a
this one
bandana.
specifically is because with the bandana you get the infinite glitch. When you put it on, isn't it?
Oh my God! This conversation is causing so much pain.
How?
There's no infinite glitch. In Metal Gear Solid 1, you get a bandana that gives you infinite ammo.
There you go, infinite. Oh, it's Metal Gear 1. I thought it was way recent.
Metal Gear Solid 1 to be more specific. For the real Metal Gear fans out there, they'll flame me for that because Metal Gear 1 is a different game. Yeah, they're remaking Metal Gear Solid 3, the Snake Eater, which takes place in the 60s, Cold War, Big Boss. Yeah, I'm hyped. Weird, it's called Metal Gear Delta. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is the subtitle. I'm like,
I wonder where the Delta comes from. Maybe it's like a remake
everybody's
thing?
like, it's funny because Delta is the 4th letter of the alphabet in Greek or whatever. So it's like, is it Metal Gear 4? Blah, blah. I think it's a triangle. It has 3 sides, 3 points, whatever. I think it's just another way to call it 3 without having the number 3, because there's going to be some number of people that are going to not want to buy the game because they're like, do I got to play 1 and 2? I think it's just a marketing thing. But I'm interested if there's a deeper reason why they changed the name.
It says here, the reason was because the symbol fits the concept of the remake project. That's why they chose Delta, the triangle.
It's the most Japanese. I don't know what that means. It fits the theme of the remake project. I don't.
The PlayStation Showcase, according to Konami spokesperson, was chosen because the meaning that symbols fits the concept of the remake project.
You know what happens when they remake 2, right?
What? Bring back the classic.
That's what happens.
I'm hyped for it. All right. I don't know if people could tell. I'm a big Metal Gear fan since I was 8 years old, right? Loved the series my whole life. I'm bummed out Kojima's not going to be involved in it. As far as we know, it's pretty clear. It's pretty obvious he's not going to be involved in it. And so, yeah, I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest. Like, I am excited. Part of me is like, how much is Konami going to botch this without Kojima? And then, like, in a remake, they claimed, in one sense, they're like, we're going to reimagine the game. And then in another thing they tweeted or they put, we're going to recreate all the scenes from the original game faithfully. And I'm like, those are two opposite statements. And so it's like, I don't want an HD version of Metal Gear Solid 3, to be honest. Like, I would prefer if they took some liberties with the remake. They changed some scenes. I'd be totally cool with that. Like,
yeah. I don't want the same.
And it's also cool because this game chronologically takes place as the earliest game in the series. So if they remake this one, they could change the game in such a way where they could spawn like an alternate timeline and start making all the games all over again and just make them as different as they want them to be, you know?
I think without Kojima, that might be a little difficult.
Sure, yeah, I don't disagree. But if you look at other things where like, say, look at George Lucas, for example, right? When his ex-wife was involved and he had one of his partners, they made the 3 incredible Star Wars movies that we all know and love. And then later, George Lucas was given full control over the project and he made 3 terrible movies, in my opinion. And it's not the first time something like that's happening. Like, when Kojima allegedly got way more control with Metal Gear 5, and you ended up getting Metal Gear 5, which probably the best gameplay in the series, but obviously the worst Metal Gear game in terms of like the things that make Metal Gear. So it's like, I don't know. I think there's a balance, right? And so I don't know. Who knows how much Kojima is the reason why those games are good? You know?
Dang, that's a hot one.
I think they have enough groundwork laid out for them to make something faithful.
I don't know, that last Metal Gear that they did, that you and Pucho played. What was it?
Horrible.
What was it? Survive. Terrible.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked it. I beat the entire game. I was pretty good.
Yeah, Doi actually really liked it.
Did you platinum it?
No.
Oh.
No, the game is like way too grindy.
Oh,
the map is like massive. You got to find all these things, these collectibles, and then you got to like beat all. Like, it's just so much. There's just way too much content there. To you got to dedicate a lot of time to platinum that. And then I think there's a multiplayer component.
Another sad thing that came from it, right, is that Naughty Dog dropped the ball again. Where the fuck is Last of Us 2 multiplayer? Where is it? Why is it being slowed down to work on other meaningless projects that no one gives a damn about?
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, we have a new IP coming out." I'm like, "Bitch, I don't want that.
Exactly.
That's not what I want. I want my multiplayer for Last of Us." I was super disappointed when I saw that, and to hear that they took people out of that production staff to put them in other places while they rethink what the game is. Apparently, they had Bungie, the people who made Destiny 2, come over and look at the multiplayer component, and Bungie just, I guess they were what's it called when they come over and they give you advice and shit like that? Consulting. Yeah, they consulted them and they told them that if this is what they want to put out, they're going to have to rethink their strategy for the game because the game is not meant to it doesn't have a lot of longevity.
Wow.
And I guess, they want to make it into a game that you could play for a very long time.
I think it's funny that Destiny is people who like Bungie is the ones that came over and said that. I mean, yeah, their game has been the multiplayer has been being played, consistently by fans, but to be honest, I don't think that's someone to take advice from, I guess. Destiny's just too repetitive for me, I guess. I don't know. I don't like it. That's why I stopped
but
playing
it depends what type of game Naughty Dog's actually making. Because they made it really clear this is not this is like a spiritual successor to Factions. It's not going to be no 4v4. I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that it's going to be like a way bigger, like maybe like a live thing where there's going to be a whole bunch of people playing. You could do like co-op type things. Like it felt like this is its own game almost, and it's happens to be all multiplayer. So yeah, maybe the Destiny's people have some idea. They got their single player is like a multiplayer game with all those like raids and hunts and Obviously, it's online co-op and things like that. But
I also like how Pucho played me in the messenger when I mentioned Project Q. He's like, "You're the only one interested in that." I was like, "Dang."
I want it. I'm
Yeah,
definitely gonna
I
get
feel
it.
like
I stand by my statement. You guys are the only two people on planet Earth.
it's
that
went
are
up one.
hyped. No, sure, yeah.
I'm not
There's two of
hyped.
you guys now.
I think it's
There's two of you.
interesting. Like, okay, so what is this, like a competitor to Switch now? And
Isn't your exact comment that Project Q ... I need to get that. That sounds like you're hyped. Like, I don't know. Don't hit me with.
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
hyped.
those
You
are my
need it?
those are my words.
I need that. Hopefully the screen is good. Hopefully, I mean, it looks like it's gonna have all the PS5 controller features. The only problem is that controller stuck to the screen or not? Because once that controller goes bad, what happens? You know what I mean? Like once that shit starts getting stick drift, what's gonna happen? You know what I mean?
Supposedly
Like,
yeah, that with the new Elite controller that they got for PS, you can swap those out. So I'm assuming that would have that feature for you to be able to swap it out. I would hope.
yeah. I'm excited because I already use remote play on my when I go on vacation. Anytime I'm out anywhere, and even at my job, I use remote play with my iPad.
How good is that though? Like, is it
Great. As long as you have a stable internet connection, you're good to go. It's gotten so much better, which is why I'm hyped for it.
Yeah, I don't use remote play at all because I got the Switch. It's just like,
yeah. I love it. And now that it's going to be more portable and stuff like that, maybe you get a little hotspot action on your phone. You get enough speed to play. It'd be cool. It'd be nice. I am interested.
yeah, I think it'll be good. People like Pucho don't seem too interested. in it.
Hopefully they put a SIM card in there and you could get some sort of cell phone service on there. That would be cool.
Didn't
I
the
pay for that.
Vita? No, was it the Vita?
The Vita, the first
Vita
Vita
had it,
had
right?
cell phone service, and you could play multiplayer games over it. It was like actual cell phone service. Yeah, it was wild.
Vita was ahead of its time.
Yeah, it was very ahead of its time. That's the danger of being too ahead of the like this podcast is too ahead. You know, and 10 years from now, they're gonna look at us and be like, "Man, look at what these guys were doing. It's fucking so ahead of their time."
I don't know, man. The idea of this like always online console that you don't have internet, you just can't use it.
We're moving.
Your PlayStation has to be unoccupied. If your kid is at home playing PlayStation and you whip out your device to play, it just won't work. Like, these are questions that I have, and if it works the way that remote play works right now, I'm not spending a couple $100s on something like this. Like, I'm not the target audience. So you guys may be. That's cool, but
you really think your kids will be playing your PlayStation while you guys are all gone on a trip?
What do you mean by gone on a trip?
Well, because
Like,
you're worried
this
about
is for,
someone
like,
else
when you
using
leave
it.
the house.
Yeah, you're gonna be leaving the house. I guess that might be a problem.
I mean, I do work trips sometimes. I do mancations, as some people call them. We're going to go to PAX. Like, people are going to be in my house. I'm going to be the one leaving. I'm just saying that, like, in those circumstances, if I can't use this couple $100 device that I paid for, it's useless. Like, right? Like, I don't know. But I acknowledge that there may be more details to come that'll change my mind. But it seems to just be a device that connects to my PlayStation at home. So, I don't know.
Also, what I didn't understand, our biggest complaint with PlayStation is the headset not being Bluetooth. They finally coming out with earbuds that would be Bluetooth. Why not come out with a headset that's a Bluetooth? I am sick of this little piece of little thing that I have to plug into the PlayStation when it has Bluetooth capabilities. Like, I never really understood that.
The dongle's not my biggest complaint. I just don't like headsets like that.
I don't know.
I got this shit. I play with earbuds when I sit on the couch. So
the earbuds
I
might be a thing for
getting
you.
them earbuds.
The earbuds look cool. I'm definitely
supposedly-
copping
Because
earbuds.
with kids running around the crib and shit like that, I be having to have 1 year on, 1 year off. I be playing games with cinematic experiences with one earbud in my ear. It's like it's subpar. It's a subpar experience. I don't lie, but it's the experience I have. You know, my 1 year old is sleeping over there and shit, and there's like I got these tower speakers that I can't even push to the limit because I got babies sleeping in the house. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's subpar all around.
Isn't it better to get them used to sound? Like
there's a
loud noises
difference.
and stuff like that?
I think there's levels to it. Like you want like my kid has been in a room sleeping with all of us making noise and stuff like that, and it's been fine. But if it's 1 o'clock in the morning and you got gunshots coming out of your living room, if your kid wakes up, you're not gonna be like, damn, I wish I got him used to sound. No, you're gonna be pissed right then and there that you're gonna go AFK, probably get booted from that online match, probably spend the next 20-30 minutes trying to get this kid back to sleep. Then you're gonna run back to the living room, your boys ain't even around anymore. It's like the whole thing is ruined. You know what I'm saying? So it's like You do the 1 earbud on, 1 earbud off. Joey tells me I be echoing, I be unplugging, replugging. You know what I mean? I got my own problems, but you know.
I jumped into a game of Chivalry the other day, and I forgot that I had my volume at Bar Rescue Taffer levels, like in the 80s. Bro, those battle cries, my grandma was like, what is that? Who's yelling like that?
And Chivalry, they be wilding with the screams. There's a scream button in that game. You could just push a button to scream.
Just to
on
scream.
command.
Yeah. Yo, so I don't know how true it is. I'm hoping it's just like one of these little fake things, but Jimmy Butler being Jordan's son? Have you guys heard of this? So no?
It's not what? No.
It's a joke for sure, but I'm saying like
Well, you just asked if it was true.
Tony, have you heard?
To me, I'm believing it. I'm believing that it's a joke, but maybe there could be. There could be.
Oh.
There's some resemblance. There's some.
Tony,
just a little bit.
Tony, have you heard that Jordan shaved his head bald because of Onyx?
That is true.
Is it true? I've heard people say this, and by people, I mean
Onyx.
Fredro Starr.
Fredro Starr from Onyx. I've heard him say this. Basically, Fredro made it so cool to be bald that Michael Jordan shaved his head bald. I think the more likely is that
Tupac.
he was just balding, but
I think it was Tupac.
it was Tupac.
Real twits.
Nah, Jordan went bald before Tupac was relevant.
Yeah, I don't even think Jordan likes rap music like that.
And I think Tupac had hair when he came out. He didn't shave his head bald. I don't think he shaved bald till he was doing all the West Coast shit.
People were saying that Jordan's not from this planet because his eyeballs are always yellow. They never change colors. I've never noticed it until someone said it. And I go back to look at pictures. There ain't no white. It's all yellow for sure. It's weird.
You remember the
But-
you remember the movie Juice?
Yes.
Where Tupac shaved his hair to look like his name was Bishop, but he also shaved the haircut he had look like the Bishop.
Yeah, but
thing
nobody
from
knew
Chess.
that until someone made a Twitter post last week about that. Because that's one of my all-time favorite movies. And when I saw that Twitter post, my mind was literally destructed. And thank you for reminding me. I got to text that picture to my brother because there's no way he peeped this either. But yeah, it's like a chess piece. The Bishop has like that part in it, like a piece of it's like missing. His hair is cut the exact same way. I was like, that is so dumb and so clever at the same time. Because the haircut looks cool.
It looks good.
It's silly that he would do it like a chess piece because his name is Bishop, but it's also like a way to give an iconic haircut to an iconic character. You know what I mean? Like that haircut is forever Bishop from Juice. I've never seen anybody with that haircut. Like,
Dang.
That's also top tier Tupac movie. He was on Demon Time in that movie, bro. He goes from being best friends to murdering his.
he killed everybody. Like he was like, I'm killing everybody in this shit.
That scene when he gets in the elevator with him and they look. Omar Epps is looking at him and he's looking at him and he's like, "What, you gonna shoot me inside this elevator?" Takes out a gun. Shooting him.
Were you gonna shoot me in this elevator with all these people in it? There were like 20 people in the elevator. So you know what? You just gave me that idea. I just might. Like,
Yeah, he was on demon time, bro.
Know who's on demon time? The Celtics. That's who's on demon time.
You know, I think we need to get into the first topic.
Yeah, right.
Them
Just
Tupac
putting it out
movies.
there.
You ever watch Above the Rim?
Never.
He was on demon time in that movie too.
Really?
He wasn't fucking around in Above
He's
the
a good
Rim.
actor, man.
Sure. Also,
And he had Poetic Justice. That wasn't my
that
bag.
movie wasn't that good. Me personally, I don't like it. But yeah,
They said that he was supposed to be in the Menace to Society. He was supposed to be like the kid who shot the Asian people in the beginning of the movie. I feel bad for your mother. That kid. He said, "What about my mama?" He was supposed to be Tupac. But Tupac died.
In the comedy or the real movie?
The real movie.
I see.
Yeah, Tupac was supposed to play that role.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.